tonight is, I repeat, the hashtag for tonight is Murkhon Ke Sardar. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I repeat, the hashtag is Murkhon Ke Sardar. The Prime Minister of India refers to a particular Murkhon Ke Sardar at an election rally. And unsurprisingly, it was not lost on anyone who he was referring to. Who he was referring to as a Murkhon Ke Sardar. He was referring to Rahul Gandhi, of course, who during an election rally pulls out a phone and makes a claim that all phones in India are made in China. I mean, this man has a China obsession. He loves China. He loves everything Chinese. He talks about Chinese history, Chinese strategy, Chinese this, Chinese that. He goes abroad and says, Chinese have a vision, we Indians have no vision. And then Rahul Gandhi went on to generally once again run down Indian industry and Indian entrepreneurship and praise the Chinese. I mean, why does he do this? By doing so, once again, Rahul Gandhi displayed his ignorance. Ignorance with a capital I. His ignorance for increased telecom production in India, his ignorance about hardware manufacturing capability and capacity in India. His ignorance of the Make in India program's dramatic impact on homegrown industry. His utter ignorance of the wave, the tsunami of digital and new age entrepreneurship in India. But more than all this and more than the ignorance and more than all this, ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi displayed his contempt for India and his deep, deep, deep love for China. And it cannot be accidental that this man praises China all the time. He almost worships China and deifies China at every second opportunity. It's like some Chinese has an earphone in Rahul Gandhi's ear where the Chinese tells him, don't forget to praise us. And he keeps praising them. How can this be accidental? How can this man constantly praise Shanghai and Wuhan and Beijing and Hong Kong, but constantly run down our industrial bases and the achievements of our industrial bases in Tamil Nadu and in Gujarat? Our heavy industry, run down our pace of infrastructure growth. And so it's only appropriate that the Prime Minister hit back very hard today. See, viewers, at an election rally, anyway, it's easy to make superficial comments and get away with it. But when it comes down to what Rahul Gandhi has done, which is effectively, in terms of argument, choose China over your own country, praise China and run down your own country, celebrate China and run down your own country in an election rally, which Rahul Gandhi has done, then it cannot and should not be taken lying down. It must be dissected and debated, and that is what we are doing tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Debate number one with the hashtag Murkhon Ke Sardar. Ladies and gentlemen, that's debate number one tonight. And debate number two this evening. The caste issue has flopped, and the India Alliance is fighting like crazy over the caste census internally. And debate number three this evening, the fight for the Muslim vote, Owaisi versus others, the incredible fight for the Muslim vote between the Congress and Owaisi. That's debate number three, and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the Debate Tonight.
एक महाज्ञानी कांग्रेस के कह रहे थे कि आप सबके पास मेड इन चाइना मोबाइल फोन होता है। अरे मूर्खों के सरदार, कांग्रेस के नेताओं को अपने देश की उपलब्धियां न देखने की मानसिक बीमारी हो गई है।
Prime Ministers Murkhon Ke Sardar attack on Rahul Gandhi becomes the highlight of the Madhya Pradesh election. Rahul Gandhi gets a reality check on the Made in India comment. The Prime Minister calls him Murkhon Ke Sardar and shows facts on India's achievements. Rousing welcome by tens of thousands in Indore as the Prime Minister holds a mega roadshow ahead of the elections.
आज क्यों जाति गणना कराना चाहते हैं? क्योंकि वो जानते हैं कि उनका ट्रेडिशनल वोट उनके पास नहीं है। वो पिछड़े दलित और आदिवासियों की तरफ देख रहे हैं। पिछड़े दलित आदिवासी भी जानते हैं कि आजादी के बाद धोखा उन्होंने दिया।
The massive war within the India alliance has escalated. Akhilesh Yadav tears apart the Congress party for its caste census now.
राहुल गांधी एंटाइटलमेंट की पॉलिटिक्स करते हैं। वो ये समझते हैं कि मैं नेहरू परिवार का हूं और मैं जो बोलूंगा लोग सुन लेंगे। वैसा नहीं है, देश बदल गया और ये पॉलिटिकल फ्यूडलिज्म कोई बर्दाश्त नहीं करता।
And the All India MIM chief calls Rahul Gandhi entitled, dares him to fight from Hyderabad instead of Wayanad. And Israel takes over the Gaza parliament building and declares Hamas has lost control of the Gaza Strip. And ladies and gentlemen, Rahul Gandhi has been given a reality check by the Prime Minister in the strongest ever words. The Prime Minister fires the now trending hashtag Murkhon Ke Sardar attack on Rahul Gandhi as Rahul Gandhi went on a completely unexpected pro-Beijing rant, pro-China rant in the Madhya Pradesh election campaign. Let's debate.
Prime Minister Modi is leading the election campaign in Madhya Pradesh. And the highlight of his campaign has been this attack on Rahul Gandhi.
मैंने सुना कल एक महाज्ञानी कांग्रेस के कह रहे थे कि भारत के पास, यहां के सब लोगों के पास मेड इन चाइना मोबाइल फोन होता है। एक महाज्ञानी कांग्रेस के कह रहे थे कि आप सबके पास मेड इन चाइना मोबाइल फोन होता है। अरे मूर्खों के सरदार, किस दुनिया में रहते हैं ये लोग? कांग्रेस के नेताओं को अपने देश की उपलब्धियां न देखने की मानसिक बीमारी हो गई है। पता नहीं विदेश के वो कौन से चश्मे पहने हैं कि उनको देश की स्थिति का पता ही नहीं दिखता है।
Prime Minister's stinging response comes a day after Congress MP Rahul Gandhi made pro-China comments.
आप मोबाइल फोन के पीछे देखो, शर्ट के पीछे देखो, जूते के नीचे देखो, मेड इन चाइना दिखेगा। हम सही बात ना? आपने कभी किसी कैमरा के पीछे, शर्ट के पीछे मेड इन मध्य प्रदेश देखा है? नहीं देखा। ये हम करना चाहते हैं।
Watch how Prime Minister ripped apart the Congress by presenting facts.
कांग्रेस केंद्र सरकार में थी तो भारत में हर साल 20,000 करोड़ रुपए से भी कम के मोबाइल फोन बना करते थे। आज भारत में 3.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए से ज्यादा के मोबाइल बना करते हैं। करीब करीब 1 लाख करोड़ रुपए का मोबाइल तो भारत दूसरे देशों को एक्सपोर्ट करता है।
Prime Minister has exposed the same Congress that once mocked the Make in India campaign.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने वायदा किया था रोजगार का, 2 करोड़ जॉब्स मैं हिंदुस्तान के युवाओं को हर साल दूंगा। मेक इन इंडिया का बब्बर शेर तैयार किया, काले रंग का बब्बर शेर, उसके अंदर देखो तो घड़ी जैसा चलता है वो। जहां देखो, इंटरनेट में देखो बब्बर शेर, टीवी में देखो बब्बर शेर, मोदी जी का भाषण सुनो बब्बर शेर।
Has the Prime Minister put the Congress on complete back foot? Let's debate.
Some people have this tendency, politically suicidal tendency. Lokesh, tell me, before I start the debate, by the way, welcome Sohail, long time no see, Abhijit Iyer Mitra, likewise, Lokesh Jindal, Anjali Rai, spokesperson of the AAP, Vivek Srivastav of the Communist Party, Ravinder Dal is a political analyst anti-BJP, and Sanju Verma. Lokesh, what is this made in Madhya Pradesh thing that he has started? During Karnataka election, he'll say everything should be made in Karnataka.
I cannot hear anything.
Then he'll say it should be made in Assam. I'll try to be clearer. Lokesh, can you hear me? Lokesh is dropped. Okay. Ravinder, what is made in Madhya Pradesh, made in Assam, made in Gujarat? Rahul Gandhi wants the name of the state. He does not want made in India. He said it should be made in Madhya Pradesh, made in Telangana. What is this logic? Can you explain? I found that very interesting. He said things should be named, made in so-and-so state.
So that's good.
Why
What's
is
wrong in
that?
it?
What's the logic there?
No, you see, I think Ravinder
What's
is...
wrong in it?
No,
Then
there's
I'll have to
nothing
put
wrong.
made in... Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong
Okay,
in it.
go on.
If we are trying to promote individual states, I don't see technically anything wrong in it. You have state summits, and in your show, you are endorsing the then chief minister's actions of calling all the global investors to Gujarat. So I mean, if Rahul has spoken that, especially at the times of election, nothing wrong in it. On the contrary, the Prime Minister has not followed Raj Dharma. He is the Honorable Prime Minister of India, and the kind of language that he is using for a senior opposition leader, it is not done. I think the words could have been much more respectful. He has a position to hold. That is what I feel.
The Prime Minister...
the Prime Minister used words which are not at all parliamentary.
1 minute. Vivek, thank you for the secondly. Getting a response. I'm moving really fast on the debate. Volume down. Sanju responding. Words could have been more discreet from the Prime Minister. Sanju.
Let's be very clear. It's election season. The gloves are off. And more importantly, respect begets respect. You keep abusing the Prime Minister in the most inflammatory, incendiary, and disparaging language, but you expect the Prime Minister to hold his horses and aapko aadar samman ke saath aapki archana honi chahiye. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Point number 2, I think the fact that Rahul Gandhi has this compulsive obsession with China is not lost on anyone, and I will very quickly, without indulging in verbosity, just tell you this. Rahul Gandhi ji, aap yadi Arnab Goswami ka show dekh rahe hain, you need to take cognizance of a couple of facts. When Narendra Modi took charge as the Prime Minister in 2014, May, India just had 2 mobile manufacturing units. Today we have more than 276 mobile manufacturing units. I say it with great pride that the Tata Group has decided to acquire. I did not heckle you. Please hold your horses. You'll get your turn. Don't get so rattled.
No, you don't have...
Only recently the Tata Group decided to acquire Wistron, one of the suppliers to Apple. Arnab, I cannot debate like this. You can ask him to speak. This is unfair. I'm making some important points and you allow this man to heckle.
I think...
Please go ahead. I refuse to debate like this because this is a serious topic. I need to make my points.
No, the point here is, Vivek,
Arnab,
just
please?
calm down for a minute.
Arnab, can I make
Vivek
a
can
point?
be on air, but be patient. The elementary point here is, let her complete. Now I'm getting very serious on the debate. See,
thank you.
When you have said that basically from an election platform it has been said, Sanju, let me explain this. What are we debating today? Rahul Gandhi, from an election platform, has said everything in India is made in China. Your shirt, your glasses, your jacket, your pen, your shoes, everything is made in China. Your phone, everything is made in China. So he has made a statement that we are completely a China-dependent country. Now that is the claim that he has made. And he has said he will change this to made in Madhya Pradesh when they come to power. We are putting this through a litmus test. Sanju, complete your point, then we'll get a counter. We are putting this through a litmus test on my program. Sanju, complete.
Thank you. You know, Arnab, I just want to say very quickly, at the expense of being said somebody who rattles out numbers, you know, be that as it may, the world's second largest smartphone market today is India. The world's fourth largest automobile manufacturer today is India. The world's second largest two-wheeler manufacturer today is India. One of the world's largest chopper manufacturing facilities is coming up at Dholera in Gujarat. One of the world's largest aircraft manufacturing facilities is coming up in Vadodara. And mind you, the world's sixth largest stock exchange in terms of market capitalization is India. The world's second largest steel manufacturer after China is India. The world's third largest energy producer is India. The world's third largest renewable energy producer is India. The world's fourth largest solar energy producer is India. So please don't sit here and lecture the Modi government without having data to back your spurious allegations.
Thank you.
That's my limited point.
I have some serious...
just one minute.
I have some important points.
I'm letting Lokesh respond to that. Moving fast. Lokesh.
Yes, see, it was in 2020s that the Prime Minister came out with a production-linked incentive, whereby in order to boost mobile phone production, a 6% subsidy was given for the final invoicing. He did not consider the value that has been added. So what has happened is there has been an increase in the imports of the spare parts of the mobile phones, and an assembling of the mobile phone units has taken place, and firms have been benefiting from the 6% subsidy only to print over there, make in India, and then export it. The point is, are we manufacturing the printed circuit boards? Are we manufacturing microprocessors? Are we manufacturing the spare parts which constitute the mobile phone technology? Now, Sanju Verma was talking about automobile manufacturing. Madam, spare parts, gear, and all these things, spare parts were always manufactured in India. But what about engines? What about cutting-edge technologies? They don't even provide us with the blueprints.
One minute. Lokesh, I'm intervening. Lokesh, I'm intervening right now. One second. Lokesh, one minute. A simple counter, Lokesh. Samsung shifted its mobile and IT display production unit, which is extremely important, from China to India, right? If the mobile and IT display production unit of Samsung is moved away from China to India, specifically to Uttar Pradesh, where in one shot 4,825 crore rupees of investment was made, where does that figure?
That is still not your product. That is still
Arnab, I want to ask you one question.
I need to come in here, Arnab.
Where does it figure? No. Where does it figure? Wait, no. One second, Lokesh. I would request an answer and not a counter question. Okay, I'll tell you. No, Lokesh. Lokesh, what you're seeing here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, what you are seeing and what you are unfortunately likely to see tonight, ladies and gentlemen, are some Indians who are going to run down their own country.
How do you expect
You're going to see it on the program. You're going to see it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, Sanju, wait a minute.
No, I did not know that.
Wait a minute, can I please have 1 minute?
I did not know.
1 minute, will you be quiet? Will you be quiet? Now listen.
That's the truth.
Now listen to me. Your party is made in China. Wait a minute. I'm asking Lokesh here, and Sohail is on. We have a very serious debate on Anjali Rai and Sohail on the Anjali Rai and Lokesh on the right. I'd like to get Sohail and Abhijit on the left, and I'm taking the debate forward. Viewers, I will keep giving examples, and you'll keep seeing the way in which these people say, so what? Nothing happens. Not good. Not good enough. We are behind. China is great. Second question, Lokesh and Anjali Rai. Google. Anjali, Google will start, though you thinning, I know the Aam Aadmi Party believes that Manish Sisodia should be getting the Nobel Prize, but still I would like to tell you, Google will start the production of its flagship phone Pixel 8 in India. Pixel 8 smartphones will be manufactured in India by 2024, expanding from South China. The Apple business is moving from China to India. Apple is increasing its production of iPhones. It is assembling phones valued more than $7 billion in India last financial year. Why do you people hate India so much? Anjali Rai,
Arnab,
are you going to support the hashtag Murkhon Ke Sardar? Anjali Rai, Anjali Rai on the debate.
why has there been
Anjali Rai.
such a joblessness? Why has there been such a
2
rise in
versus 2. Can I have that, please? Thank you so much, Aditi. Can I not have this disturbance? Yeah, Anjali.
Speak, please.
Anjali.
Yeah,
Anjali.
please let me. Yeah, Arnab, you give lot of figures and data. I would also like to give you figures and data. Unemployment rate in 2017 was 6%, and now it is more than 8%. Per capita income index, we are at 139 rank. Hunger index, out of 121 countries, India's rank is 107, behind Nepal, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. 22.4 crore people are undernourished. And Human Resource Development Index, out of 191, we stand at 132 rank. And Press Freedom Index, out of 180, India is at 161th rank. Even now, 23 crore people are
I
under,
also, please add the
below
pollution
poverty
level in
line.
Delhi.
And just let me finish. Over 81 crore people of India are dependent on free grains, and you are giving these figures. Please let me know how are you going
I have
to
a question
handle
for you,
these
Anjali.
problems? These are
Anjali,
the
I have a question for you, please, Anjali ji. Anjali ji, I have a question for you.
Yes,
Can I
Haji.
be on air, please? Thank you. Anjali ji, I have a question for you. Can I please ask you a question? And I'm very seriously asking. Don't
Yes,
think
of
I'm being
course.
funny about it.
Yes,
Can you tell Sohail Seth, is there
No.
anything good about India under Modi? Is there anything good at all? If there isn't, you can say there is nothing good.
Listen,
The name India is good.
Arnab,
What is good about India today?
The name India is
What is good about India? No, since you said
which
Who
the
is
Prime
going to
Minister
answer?
wants
What
to
is
change
it?
it to Bharat.
Why do you do this? No. Why? Lokesh, I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you. Okay. I'll get Sohail to respond. Limited intervention from me. I will only say this, that too much negativity from you guys is going to
No, we are
have
only
a backlash
fact-checking.
on
We
you.
are only putting forward
someone
certain
tells me,
facts
Sohail,
which-
when someone tells me, and they are right, that by 2025, almost 20% of Apple production iPhones is going to be from India, I say, wow, it makes me feel so proud. When I walk through the fantastic Bengaluru airport and I compare it to the dilapidated Heathrow airport, I say, wow, it makes me feel so proud. When I see that from European and US greenfield investments, there is a 400% increase in India from Europe and US, I say, I feel so happy. And I want an opposition, Sohail, I want all political parties to feel collectively happy about that. I don't like this, everything is China, we are going down the drain approach, because we are not. Sohail is responding on the debate, which has larger ramifications than just Rahul Gandhi's speech. Sohail.
I have a couple of points to make. You must oppose a government on its policies. But along with opposing the government, don't throw the baby with the bathwater to suggest that nothing in India is working, because people will laugh at you and they'll mock you. Number one. Number two, let him cast the first stone who has not sinned. I mean, some of the people on this panel and erstwhile panels come and represent governments or political parties who have no track record of attracting investment or industry. Some have actually thrown industry out. And they are now preaching to the converted saying, oh, by the way, there's nothing good about India. My problem is not about you abusing the BJP. You must abuse the BJP if you think that is your, manna from heaven. But to constantly mock the success that India has experienced in the last couple of decades. So I'm even giving credit to Dr. Manmohan Singh. That should make some people happy. To continuously mock people and say, bhai, India mein kuch nahi ho raha, India to khatam hai. Who are you denigrating actually? You're not denigrating Modi. Modi will win or lose an election. What you're denigrating is the right to aspire, the right to be inspired, and the right to work in India. You're denigrating the pride which has been infused in an Indian, not by Modi, but again, I'm saying over a decade or even more, by various people. So why would you want to do that? The third very important point about Apple and Google and all, that's utter rubbish. Do we denigrate Indira Gandhi when she brought Maruti into India today, which the same company has 43% market share? I think it was a great move. No one said that Indira Gandhi has sold her soul and everything to the Japanese. No one said that. People credited Mrs. Gandhi for what happened at that time, which was technically an automobile revolution in our country. We got rid of the license Raj, which allowed the Premier Padmini and the ridiculous ambassador to prosper. So I'm saying, have grace in admitting people's, victories or people's contributions. Just like everyone should have the grace to accept the contribution that Dr. Manmohan Singh made, and before him Vajpayee, and before him Narasimha Rao.
No.
Constantly abusing people, it's silly.
No. While I take that,
Rahul Gandhi's problem is he has now decided that he will say things which are controversial, not necessarily intelligent.
No, absolutely not.
He is exposing intellectual innocence with every passing day, and he's not stupid, or so I think. But to constantly deride India is not the way forward, at least for winning an election.
No, I'd say there's no balancing act on this. I tell you this. I tell you this, Lokesh. Before you respond, and I'm making a point here. I want to make the entire mobile phone issue into a case in point out here. And Lokesh, I will much appreciate it when I'm making a point. Just hear me on it. I'll direct you on the debate. The point is, it's very easy, you see, Abhijit, to go into an election rally and say, "Sab kuch made in China." You know, to make this kind of stupid comment, "Sab kuch made in China." Aapka chashma, aapka pani, aapka khana, aapka roti, aapka juta. You know, if you want to be a comedian, then you be a comedian. If you want to be a serious politician, don't behave like a comedian. A comedian can get away by saying anything for a few laughs. Sorry, comedians, but that's what I think. I don't think you guys are very well informed on issues. You'll say anything for a few laughs, it's fine, but then you're comedians.
If you want to be an anchor, then you behave
a serious
like an
politician
anchor.
has to understand the serious point. Sorry if I hurt your feelings there. It was not aimed at you. Why are you responding? And I'm talking about comedians. Why are you responding? That comment was to comedians. Wait a minute. Why are you taking my comment on comedians seriously, Lokesh? Let comedians respond to me. Let comedians respond to me. Why are you responding when I'm saying my question is very simple, Lokesh? I will repeat it. I will repeat the point with absolute clarity. And my point is this, Lokesh. My point is this. Made in India.
Any right to say this.
I have every right to say it. It's a free country, and if I'm saying you're talking like a comedian, I'll say it. What's wrong? You take it personally?
No.
Why don't I have a right to say? I said that Rahul Gandhi is making points with the superficiality of a comedian. I'm saying it. Now anyway, my point is this. Okay. Well, you know what? You know, okay. Here's a question to you. What is the compounded annual growth rate, right, in mobile phone shipments from India? What is the... No, I'm not starting. Oh, bhaiya, you said I don't know facts, so I'm putting a question mark. And I'm saying the CAGR of mobile phone shipments is 23%. Do you know what that means?
Arnab, don't give me these digits.
It means
don't give me these,
something.
These books.
Understand, Lokesh?
These book
Abhijit is on this.
book
1 minute, 1 minute. Lokesh, listen. Lokesh, listen. I will not take an ignorant Mr. Rahul Gandhi misleading the country in order to have an insidious and sinister agenda to praise China. My point is very clear. You are a China buff, you can do what you want. But my point is very simple. No. We are not going to take this lying down. According to a report, volume down, by the global research firm Counterpoint, India is now the second largest manufacturer of mobile phones in the world. Do you understand what that means? Second largest manufacturer of mobile phones in the world. You dare not abuse my country. You dare not abuse my country's industry and entrepreneurship and think you'll get away with it. We'll challenge you. We'll challenge you all the way. And we'll say you're lying about facts. Stop lying. Stop misleading. Yeah, you shout as much as you want now, Lokesh. And don't you question how much I know. I know more than all of you put together, Lokesh.
Arnab,
you see,
I've told you the facts. Stop shouting. You're freaking out. 1 minute. Abhijit is on the debate. The debate is trending. People are with me. People are with me tonight. Abhijit is debating.
It is very important, Arnab. We don't trivialize this the way the Prime Minister has or some of the other panelists have. You see, this is a continuation of Rahul's, India is a union of states idea, a very dangerous idea. Now, have you ever seen labeling called made in Guangzhou or made in Texas? No, it is all made in India.
Correct.
Notice he never says made in India. He keeps saying made in Madhya Pradesh, made in Assam. He is following up on this
made in Madhya
India
Pradesh.
As a union of states idea is that he wants to break up India. It is the most dangerous thing. It is sedition. It is sedition by other means. It is a desire to break up India by other means. He is not saying Bharat tere tukde honge, but he is implying Bharat tere tukde honge, inshallah.
No, that means geographical indication is seditious now. I can't believe this.
I need to make my point.
Now you will say geographical indication and all forms of trademarks that are given, they are also seditious.
No, geographical indicators don't have made in, my dear boy.
No, please, if you don't know, at least come with the basic fact. अपना एक point of view आप certain तो रखिए. क्या बोल रहे हैं
आप क्या बोल रहे हैं सर? बताइए.
सर आपका बोलने sedition made in मध्य प्रदेश बोलना sedition हो जाएगा. मतलब मध्य प्रदेश से इतनी नफरत क्यों?
आपने कभी सेल फोन देखा है? आपने कभी ज्योग्राफिकल इंडिकेटर देखा है सेल फोन का?
मध्य प्रदेश
नहीं कौन सा सेल फोन पे आपने ज्योग्राफिकल इंडिकेटर देखा है?
This is unfair.
अरे सीधे बताइए कौन से
I don't understand this.
ज्योग्राफिकल इंडिकेटर देखा है?
I think
ज्योग्राफिकल इंडिकेटर is for farm produce.
Why do you want that only
geographical indicator is for farm produce? Why are you so seditious? Why do you hate India? Why do you want to break up India? Why are you friends with people like Sharjeel Usmani and people like
Why this hysteria?
Debate is on.
Why do you want to break up my country?
1 minute. There is no hysteria.
Why is your party
there is no hysteria. I think the point. I think everyone on. 1 minute. Lokesh, it is an extension of the point I made, and I also take serious objection. I equally. No. 1 minute. I take very serious objection to this attempt to say that the country's name, made in Bharat, made in India, should be replaced with the name of a state or union territory. It is an extension of the same juvenile argument which Rahul Gandhi put out on foreign soil when he said India has never been a nation. Till a civil servant at Oxford or Cambridge or wherever gave it back to him and put him in his place. Don't replace my country. Don't break up my country. Please don't. No, Vivek. Does China say made in Xinjiang?
आप तो manufactured in China को यहाँ assemble.
Lokesh, I can't. Vivek.
All these components are basically made and manufactured in China. You get them to India. Samsung
this is a futile debate because it's just the other side who's.
Okay, 1 minute. Just 1 point. A debate is on. I'd say this. I'd say 1 minute, 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Sanju is responding. I want to make a simple point before Sanju comes in. In the early 90s, when the country was liberalized suddenly, while we praised Dr. Manmohan Singh for reforms, I would openly criticize him for one fact: opening up of certain sectors to allow Chinese drugs and pharma manufacturers to enter the Indian market without preparing the ground for Indian companies to have a level playing field. And therefore, there was a lot of capital dumping going on in India at that time. And I think it is... No, 1 minute. 1 minute.
No, the BJP was
What do you mean BJP? Was the BJP in power then?
Saying debate based on argument and facts, not based on whataboutery and rhetoric.
We also oppose privatization.
Can we have a same debate based on facts rather than whataboutery on your show, Arnab? Please.
स्वदेशी जागरण मंच उड़ गया.
Okay, Sanju is responding right now. Vivek, 2 ways, open fight.
Thank you.
No.
We are going to allow 1 versus 1 fights right now on the program. They are metaphorical fights. Please stop. Sanju's fighting back to you now. 1 minute, please. Sanju's responding back.
You know, I think Sohail made a very interesting point. You know, it doesn't make sense to throw the baby out with the bathwater. And I say this not, with a sense of one-upmanship. But, you know, for the longest time before coming into politics, which is only very recently, you know, I was an investment banker who was actually selling the India story abroad, meeting foreign institutional investors, and I've traveled the world a zillion times. And at that point, when you sell the India story to foreign institutional investors, you say it with a sense of pride. You do not get political or ideological affiliations to come into the
equation. We don't want to sell the nation. We don't want to sell our land. We don't want to sell our labor at cheaper rates, which is what you are doing.
Hatred for Narendra Modi. Can you shut up? Did I heckle you? Did I heckle you? Can you please show some decency? Can you shut up for a bit?
Cannot go side by side.
Can you?
They are two contradictory things. How can Bharat
Since you don't have the decency to shut up for a bit,
you had a Swadeshi Jagran.
you can continue. I will not intervene.
1 minute. Vivek now. Vivek, to be fair, she heard you through and through. And you're the one now heckling. Please don't do this. You know what happens is you can make your point after her. I'm making up your point right now. It's a Murkhon Ke Sardar debate. The hashtag is trending, and Sanju's completing, and Anjali will respond. I've decided who will respond. Sanju on one side, Anjali on the other, please. Thank you. Vivek is not stopping.
Arnab, can I please? Okay. You know, this whole narrative about unemployment. Please do not look at unemployment data put out by the CMIE, because CMIE is not a government body. It is a private body which is run and owned largely by Mahesh Vyas, who has been a part of the Congress manifesto team for the longest time and is an acolyte of P. Chidambaram. Anyone with an iota of common sense in the financial services industry knows that Mahesh Vyas's credibility is next to zero. If you look at the unemployment data put forward by the Periodic Labour Force Survey, the PLFS, it says that last year, as in financial year 2022-23, FY23, unemployment rate 3.2%. Prior to that, FY22, 4.2%, FY21, 4.8%, FY20, 5.8%. Point number 2, the latest inflation numbers have come out. Retail inflation has hit a new low of 4.87%, with food inflation at an average of 3% and fuel inflation at a negative 4.31%. इसलिए डिबेट पर प्लीज पढ़ लिख कर आया कीजिए. Speaking of Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson who was rattling on data, if there is one person who's incompetent and brazenly incompetent at that and has no remorse or regret for being so, it is Arvind Kejriwal. When Delhi was afflicted with dengue in 2016, Arvind Kejriwal said, "Mujhse na ho payega ji." A few months back, when Delhi was submerged thanks to torrential rains, Arvind Kejriwal said, "Mujhse na ho payega ji." At the peak of COVID pandemic in 2021, when dead bodies were piling up at Nigam Bodh Ghat, thanks to Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, we did a stellar job. Amit Shah के यदि ना होते तो पता नहीं अरविंद केजरीवाल ने तो हाथ खड़े कर दिए थे, and he said मुझसे ना हो पाएगा जी. And let me also tell you one very important thing, that the first lesson in leadership is that even when the going is tough, you take the onus. You take both the bouquets and the brickbats. As the CEO, you realize that the buck stops with you. But with Arvind Kejriwal, be it dengue, be it floods, be it...
I won't discuss Kejriwal right now. No, Sanju, I will not discuss Kejriwal right now. I will go back to the issue of where we are placed as a country. Anjali Rai, you reeled up certain numbers, and I would also like to read out some numbers to you. As you know, Ms. Rai, when you are looking at how good a country is to do business and how good a country it is to invest in, you look at something called the ease of doing business rankings. And my question to you is, right, the ease of doing business rankings for India, right, was 142 in the last year of UPA 2 government, 2013 to 2014. 142, Anjali ji. And in 2020-21, I don't have figures after that, it went up to 63. Which means it went up
notches.
almost 80 places, 80. India crossed 80 countries in the ease of doing business. My question to you is, Anjali Rai, does that make you feel happy or sad?
Arnab.
Can you respond to my specific question?
Arnab. Yes, I can respond to your question. In our country, rich are becoming richer and poor are becoming poorer. Right now, we have 169
No, ma'am, I am asking you,
in our country.
ma'am,
Just
Anjali ji.
a moment. Let me speak now.
Anjali ji, why do you not... I asked you a simple question. When the country went up 80 points, is it something to collectively celebrate? Collectively celebrate.
I will celebrate when 81. Please,
1 minute, Sanju, now, Sanju, don't do. Sanju, please wait. Sanju, please wait. Let her respond, please. Thank you.
See, I will celebrate when hello, can you get me? Are you, hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Are you getting
Yes.
okay? I will celebrate. Yes, I will celebrate the day when all poor people will also flourish like these rich people. When these 81 crore people who are depending on free grains will be independent to buy their own grains. When 23 crore people who are, yes, of course, yes.
The government has decided.
Please let me speak. और आप ये जो सपनों में जी रहे हैं, आप उसमें से बाहर निकल आइए. Because your own RSS mouthpiece organizer has said that only Hinduism and Modi's charisma is not sufficient to secure the win for.
So we need to
just please let me speak.
It's as simple.
Let me speak. Please let me speak. Tell her to keep mum. Otherwise, she can only.
How many colleges have you built in Delhi?
She'll keep on shouting.
Anjali ji, Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, let her complete. Sanju, she has been requesting you for on 3 occasions. Please allow her. No, 1 minute. I've come to her after a long time, and you should allow her to complete your point. Sanju, 1 minute. Sanju, see. 1 minute. Anjali ji, see. Sanju, 1 minute.
Arnab, please tell her to be quiet.
Sanju, 1 minute. I'm requesting
to say that
Anjali ji, I just want a small response from you. That when okay, you got my point, Anjali ji. When our position improves, for example, our trade facilitation ranking has gone up from 146 in 2018 to 68th in 2021. This is almost 60 points up in 3 years or 2 years. That means something magical is happening to the economy. Does it not make you proud? You,
yes,
Lokesh, Vivek, is it not something to feel proud about?
8% in the June quarter.
Magical is happening.
The year before that, we had a GDP growth of 9.1%.
Please tell her to be quiet.
7% when the world is facing deflation, disinflation or stagnation. China has been growing at an average of
1 minute.
US
Vivek.
At an average
Oh my
of 1%.
God.
Britain is facing the deflation.
Everyone on.
It is degrowing. It has seen a negative growth of 0.5%.
You should let her speak. Aam Aadmi Party Pravakta wants to say something. At least be decent to her. I know BJP Pravaktas are not decent, but still.
1 minute, Sanju, please wait. Sanju, please wait.
I don't take lectures and lessons from you.
Vivek.
The opposition and the lone person from BJP.
Vivek.
And I will not allow falsehoods to be peddled.
Vivek, 1 minute. Just one. Vivek. I'd say this to you. I feel somewhere, Sohail, if political leaders go to election rallies and say this country is going down the drain, nobody is going to accept it. Because people know, the people at that rally are beneficiaries of the UPI, our digital public infrastructure. Don't be patronizing to the Aam Aadmi. The digital public infrastructure of this country has been praised by the World Bank. We are tired of this constant cynicism. Sohail.
Let me respond.
No, I think you're not understanding. I think you're disconnected from the reality. Sohail.
I'm connected. I endorse what Sohail Bhai said today.
2 verses to Sohail.
It was a very balanced, point of view which Sohail Bhai
He doesn't need the endorsement, Vivek.
Let me just finish here. You don't allow people to... Let me just say this.
Yeah.
Let me say this.
Yeah. So
there is progress that has been made in our country, fired by our people. Narendra Modi or Amit Shah or Rahul Gandhi, 3 of them individually haven't done anything. They have created an ecosystem. If you look at the startup universe of India, it is because an ecosystem has been created where young people are able to do things that they erstwhile never wanted to do. Should we salute this country for that? My answer is yes. When today young people are not closeted or straitjacketed in a particular job, should we salute them for their enterprise? The answer, let me finish. Do I ever interrupt anyone? I never interrupt anyone. People are constantly interrupting. What is this new behavior?
Vivek, stop, Please, Vivek, don't do this now. Enough.
Let me finish. Because you cannot predict what I'm going to say. So do we not praise the ecosystem or the young Indian for what he or she has achieved? I think the answer is yes. As far as the trust of the world is concerned, you only need to be either in a cave or outrightly stupid not to know that investments in India have increased. More and more industries looking Indiawards. So why is that happening? Obviously, we must be doing something right.
And what vision?
If you were to believe Rahul Gandhi.
And what vision? And what vision? What vision? Sohail, more than that, Abhijit, what Chinese vision is Rahul Gandhi praising? It is a country where Jack Ma disappears. Chinese vision, he constantly praises. China has vision. India doesn't have vision. Their foreign minister goes missing. Their foreign minister goes missing. Their defense minister goes missing. Jack Ma goes missing. Tomorrow Xi Jinping can go missing. There's no guarantee about that country anymore.
Without exception, all the capitalists in China are crony capitalists.
Please. Everyone on.
This is exactly the vision that Rahul wants for India. You see, you can't do
Vivek down.
anything in China. You can't do anything in China unless you are first a member of the Communist Party. Second, you have to have business links and family links with the Communist Party. That is the only way you can get ahead in China. That is exactly what Rahul Gandhi wants for India. He's being crystal clear. Why are we doubting his own intent? That is exactly what he wants. This is what Lokesh Jindal also wants for India. This is what Vivek Srivastava also wants for India. Because for Vivek, of course, it's the Communist Party. He loves China.
Did we become like China? Or we emerged
he's very clear. He's very clear. At what cost? At what cost? The Chinese Communist Party killed off 70 million of its own citizens. The Chinese Communist Party killed off more Chinese than the Japanese Imperial Army did. So even their intent is genocidal. The Congress wants to kill off more Indians than the Pakistani army ever did.
जो कैमरा ये भी मेड इन चाइना, ये सारा मेड इन चाइना यूज कर रहे हो, यहाँ असेंबलिंग होती है सिर्फ. अपना हेडफोन हटा लो अभी जी, this is made in China.
The world's largest real estate financial company
Sanju,
based out of
I'm
China.
allowing it, Sanju.
Arnab, I will just end by saying this.
You just want to get the Chinese
in the last 6 months, you saw the collapse of Credit Suisse.
Sanju,
Arnab, you are unable to moderate the debate. This was not fair. Vivek is going on and on and on
Why? Wait a minute. No, yeah, Vivek. Come on. Can't you come? That's his habit, not mine. Yeah.
No, that's his whole habit, but we trust you to moderate the debate or not. It's not my job to moderate the debate. Come on. Thank you. I just have this to say. In the last 6 months, Europe saw the collapse of Credit Suisse, one of the world's biggest foreign banks. The US saw the collapse of 3 major banks, First Republic, Signature Bank, and Silicon Valley Bank. And China saw the collapse of Evergrande, the world's largest real estate company, worth $300 billion. India has not seen a single bank collapse. India has not seen a single financial services company collapse in the last 1 year.
I'm very glad the Prime Minister gave it back nice and proper this time. And I'm glad the Prime Minister put out this Murkhon Ke Sardar comment, because I think this is enough. Reality is, Rahul Gandhi should understand, if he goes to China, he'll be careful. Anybody who spends too much time in China goes missing. So the next time Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi are invited back to China, like they were invited during the Beijing Olympics and Manmohan Singh was not invited, strangely enough, they should not go, because nobody is safe in China. Everybody goes missing. Ladies and gentlemen, the Murkhon Ke Sardar debate has gone trending, and on my other side tonight, the 2 other big debates of the day, including the big fight that's going on in the India alliance, and they are fighting over the caste census. It was supposed to bring them together, remember, back in a few minutes.